Today is the 5th. Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 5th, and we're on Tillsonburg, Ontario. I'm Tammy, and I'm waiting for my co-host, I'm going to say, Arlene.
Good morning.
You'll see that. Oh, I think she needs to adjust the camera. She's a little taller than me. It's going to be the two of us instead of Cynthia. Cynthia is just having a little bit of time to herself, and we will, show stuff today.
Yeah, we got some exciting things to show you. So
I got a little tongue-tied. So, yeah, Margie is on there, and she's saying the sun is trying to shine.
Mm-hmm. It felt like spring this morning. It was so nice, like just smelt fresh, and yeah, it's coming.
There's definitely the mud out there, I've noticed.
Yes, we haven't had a lot of rain in the last few days, but it's been good. I like rain, so.
I do too. It's just there's a building project right outside my door pretty much, and it's muddy.
Oh, yeah.
But they're doing like the landscaping, making the driveways and whatnot, so it'll be nice. It'll get done soon.
Yeah.
But it is nice. I noticed some of the grass is getting greener.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of cleanup time, right? Like clean up branches in your yard and rake your grass from pine cones and that sort of thing. And
yes, I've seen a lot of people raking.
yeah.
I'm like, yes, I remember those days. I don't have to rake anymore. Well, right now, where I live, I don't have to rake.
Normally we have to rake gravel from the snowplow back into the
Side of the road?
shoulder of the road. But this year, my husband bought a motorized tool with the sweeper on it. So he was out playing with it a little bit last night just to test it out. And yeah, I'm no longer responsible for that job because now there's a motor. So he's
Yay!
got it.
Yay, Jason!
So I'm kind of thankful for that.
Hooray for new toys.
Yes. With motors for so
With motors that are productive.
Yes. Yes.
But so we see Donna, Linda.
Lots of good morning wishes already.
Yeah, maybe you're out raking today, or cleaning out your flower bed, or maybe you're sewing.
It's supposed to rain later, so I'm
I
sure
know.
there will be some sewing.
No more snow.
No more snow.
No more snow. Yeah, so it's just the two of us this morning, but we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I just wanted to remind you, we won't have door prizes because it doesn't work very well when there's just two of us.
Yes.
So we'll have to do that next week. I just wanted to go over classes. A reminder, the Apple Core class, where Gladys is going to teach you curves, is Saturday, April 29th from 9 to 2:30. So there's still spots for that. And we have 2 new featherweight classes. Some of you still want to learn how to maintain your featherweight. Saturday, May 6th from 9 to 2:30, and Saturday, May 27th from 9 to 2:30. So you can let us know, bring a friend or two, and Ian and Terry are really good at walking you through and, getting to know your machine. And sometimes people are still surprised how popular they are, but a lot of people are still collecting them.
Oh yeah, those little featherweights are become quite almost like a status if you have one, right?
Yeah, well,
I do not.
I'm not in the club.
Me either. Someday maybe.
But I'm sure some of you guys are.
And if there's anything you see that you're interested in, you can email Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com or...
Oh, you're waiting for me?
Yes.
Tammy, Tami at cherishedpieces.com.
All
All right. So, Arlene, you have a demo.
I do have a demo.
Let me just move some stuff here.
So, you may remember this ruler. And
what's it called?
called the 90-degree double strip ruler. And I have used this many times. So, I just thought I would refresh your memory on this ruler and show you all the different possibilities. And I even brought some of my quilts that I've made over the years using this ruler to show you. So for starters, you're just sewing 2.5-inch strip, 2 of them together. I just pressed it to one direction and you just start with that. So I often will do a light and a dark together, but that's totally up to you. So you take your ruler, and there's a line here. It's kind of shaded. It's probably hard to see, but there's a little bit of a shaded line, so it's easy to follow. And you just line that up with the edge of your fabric. So starting, let me come off the camera a little bit. There we go. Just starting right there, and you can just hold on to it, and you just cut along the triangles. And it's very simple to use.
It's always good to just take your time.
Yep.
I know I get a little fast.
Oh, and then I just keep sliding it down. And now I'll just line the edge of the ruler up with the edge that I just cut.
This would be good for Scrappy, or if you have a jelly roll that you love.
Yeah, it's a great scrap buster.
You could do like a low volume on the light end and pick whatever other color.
So you would just keep going all across your strip. But for now, I'll just show you. So now you have all these triangles, and some of them will have the one shade on the top and the dark. And this is where you can have a little fun and create all kinds of different block combinations. So there's one idea. You could sew it together like that, and there's your block. There's all kinds of different combinations you can do, and there's a few suggestions here on the ruler, and of course I'm sure there's probably even more suggestions online. But we all have a stash of 2.5-inch strips, and this would be a great scrap buster. But then also you could get like a solid, like a black or a white, and you could have some fun using that throughout the quilt too. So I'll show you some of the quilts that I've made through the years. Now this one was my daughter's. It has a lot of love. It's very, very worn out and washed several times. But this one I did a jelly roll, and then this was just a tone-on-tone white that I used throughout it. So it has that scrappy look, but then with the white in between.
So it's like a stripe almost.
Yeah.
Like you can see the stripe effect.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
So there's that one, and then just add some borders, and the quilt is done. And this was one jelly roll and background, and then border fabric. So
I love patterns too that you could use for either male or female, because some patterns are a little more feminine. With this, you could have fun with whatever.
Yes. Yeah. So there's that one. This one I made a few years ago. Same ruler. This was one jelly roll. I didn't add any fabric at all other than for borders. So again, this was just me pairing up the two strips, cutting them, and this is how I did this layout.
So it's very scrappy.
Very scrappy, but again, just one jelly roll. So and it's fun to just lay out and try to mix and match your fabric so that you're not getting any too alike touching. That's always a bit of a challenge, but in a fun way, right?
I also like it that it looks like, oh, it's so complicated, but when we know that it's not, right?
It's not complicated at all. So, and then I did another one. And this fabric, we still have some of it in the store actually. So this again was one jelly roll. So this one I did more of like I call it a box look, where I put yellows and blues together, and then just kind of matched up the blues and the yellows, so it kind of gave it more of a box.
That's
I
fun.
don't know if you can see it all that well, but
here, let's just go like this. Yeah, there you can. That's fun too.
So yeah, there's many different combinations that you can use and have fun with. And yeah, this one was again just one jelly roll and then some borders, so they just make nice throws. And you can have their jelly rolls always have lights and darks in it, so you can have some fun with the different colors that way.
That's good too. Like a project like that, when you can put your blocks however, like play with it. The design wall makes that easy. Like if you can just, I know you probably put yours on the floor.
I do, but I don't have a design wall, so it gets used. The floor is my design wall,
But that's a good time to like lay out some blocks. I think your phone on your camera on your phone is like one of the best quilting tools, because you can take pictures and you can like look at them from a distance and then rearrange, take another picture until you're happy.
Yes.
Like it just makes life a lot easier.
You can see it from, So that is the 90-degree double strip ruler, and it is $46, and we do have them in stock.
Okay.
So, and you could do it with different size strips too. If
yes.
you like add some other ones in there, but
Like do like 2 1-inch so that you've got that finished
right.
2.5 inch.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so that one just some of my stash that I've made through the years using this ruler.
All right. We have some other notions that came in, or some other little interesting things. I have a couple of patterns. One is called From Primitive Gatherings, Cottage Garden. And so they've actually used wool for their flowers and leaves, but you could do other fabrics. So that's like a wall hanging. That pattern is $22.50. I have a Christmas Eve table runner. I think that Gladys had made, and some people have seen, and it's really fun with all the different houses. So that's $30.99. We also brought in a non-slip ultimate flying geese tool. It's a Creative Grids ruler, and they always have videos and things to help you.
And this does a whole bunch of different sizes of flying geese too.
Yeah, there's lots of measurements and things on there. And that one's $39.25. We also have a June Taylor Quilters Cut and Press. So you've got your cutting mat on that side, and then you've got your pressing mat on the other side with markings and just to help you.
This is great for classes or retreats. You can have it just right beside your sewing machine. You can do a little pressing on your blocks or cutting, trimming up those little
and you
dog ears.
Don't even have to get out of your seat.
You don't even have to stand up.
Which is a good thing, because then you can get lots done, but also you get a little stiff after a while.
Yeah, sometimes you have to stretch those legs.
So that's $61.50. Can't read that upside down. The other thing that we got is this new needle threader by Sewline. We're always looking for a good needle threader because some of them just don't last. Maybe we're too rough, or we use them so much. But we get to a point where we need some help threading a needle. So it comes with 2 pieces. There's a little, I don't know, almost looks like a tiny little chapstick. But when you open it, there's some needles in there. And then the cap part is magnetic, so your needles are not falling out. And then you have this thing that looks like a lipstick, but it's not. So you're going to push in to open it. Let's see if you can see this. Now this only does needle sizes 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, but that's quite a variety. Grab a needle, and on the end there's like a little channel where you pop it in. There's a little hole underneath with your eye of your needle first, and you pop it in, and then when you feel resistance, you stop, and then on top is this pink button. Push down gently, and if it goes down all the way, you've got the needle in the right spot. If not, turn it a little. Try again. Okay, now it went all the way down, so you know your needle's in the correct spot. Put that down, and I've got some thread. There's a little V channel that you just slide your thread in. Push down on that button, and then it should grab it, and then when you pull out your needle, it's threaded. So it's very easy. I'll do it again. So there's a little hole right there on the end where you're putting the eye of the needle in. You're going to push in till you feel the end of it and stop. Test to see if you've got it in the right spot, and I do. Put your thread in the little channel. Push down. And pull out, and you've got your needle threaded. Now, I would just say, be gentle with it, because it is $22.50, so you want it to last a long time. But it's very easy. And you could do that pretty quick. Yeah. So we have some of those in stock.
And it is a great tool. Those needles.
Yes, it comes with these needles. Of course, you use your own too, but you can get yourself started, and it has a nice little case for your needles. And then to close it, you're just going to pull on it. And so your little contraption is ready to store.
Nice.
So there's a new gadget for you.
It is magic.
It is magic. And the sad thing was I had to watch a video to learn how to use it. There's directions on the back, and I looked at them and I studied them, but I realized as I'm getting more mature, My brain isn't working as well, so videos are great. So if you forget, just look up Sew Line and you can get a refresher. Yeah. Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. We made these little tooth fairy pillows. There's a little pocket for the tooth and the little treats and money, and some people are choosing not to use money, but little like new hairbreadths or something like that. So there's a nice little pocket that you can put them in. It'll hang right on the doorknob of the bedroom, so there's no waking children who might be light sleepers.
Or waiting for the tooth fairy.
Waiting for the child to fall asleep or something, yes. So just a fun little kit that we've put together. It's polka dots and could work for a boy or a girl. And we have these kits with the pillow and the fabric and the little ribbon, so everything you need for $15. So just a fun little, you even have time to whip one together before Easter if you need a little something for the Easter basket.
You know what else? If you all of a sudden have an emergency, somebody lost their tooth, you could whip that up in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right, that happens.
Yeah, and I just used a fabric pen for the little face, but you could easily do some hand embroidery, or if you want to get your embroidery machine out, or you could have some fun with that. But
yeah, you could even like decorate the little tooth, put a little bow on.
You can put a little bow if it's for a girl, or
or a little crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can have some fun.
So just a fun little grab and go kit for $15.
Okay. So we should probably talk about the quilt behind us.
Sure.
Which is, I really love this one. It's called Radiance. It's using the Radiance pattern, so you might recognize it. But it's more in the traditional colors and the color scheme, kind of. And so the size of it is 70 by 86. We made it so that it would fit on a bed. We added a little bit more on top and an accent border just so that it would fit better. And the kit is $145.99.
And this is, I think, even better in person. If you're in the store, come take a look at it, because the quilting on it is just popping. The colors, I don't know if the camera is doing justice on it.
Yeah, no, you really do have to see it. The quilting, I think, is maybe what makes it, because it's like the feathers. Louise picked some feathers, and they're really great. And, you know, on the back, we did that gunmetal sateen almost. And so there's like a second quilt. If you turned it over, this really highlights the feathers. Like, it's a really good one to see, and I think we'll be finding a spot in the store to hang it.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's available. Oh, and then maybe we should show some fabric.
Okay.
You want me to, my side?
You go first.
Okay, all right. So we have Guess How Much I Love You, a new line. We've had this line before, but there's a new pattern. And so this one is the panel with the 8 blocks. I've got it folded in half. And it's $17.50. And it just says, you know, guess how much I love you. I love you all the way to your toes. That sweet book that I have at home still. And it's a good shower gift too. And so then we have some yardage that goes with it. With the bunnies on the moon. And this is $17 a yard. There's a coordinating fabric that goes with it. Just a gray. There is a few more pieces that we're waiting for, but this is what we have in stock so far. And so there's the bunnies with some green grass. It's nice and fresh. Very sweet. There's the white background with the bunnies on the moon.
I like how they're like sleeping on the moon.
There's a reason Cynthia likes bunnies.
Yeah, they are sweet.
And then there's a leaf print that you could use with it. And then we also have 2 flannels that go with it. So there's the stars. Lots of different colors.
That's a flannel, so it's nice and cozy.
And soft. And then we do have the gray bunnies, or the gray background with the bunnies on the moon. And that's also a soft flannel. And the flannel is
18
a yard. So there's lots of babies. We've been having quite a few people come in this last couple weeks and be like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm getting my first grandbaby, and
Yeah, picking out baby fabric, which is we love to do. It's an exciting time when there's a baby in the family.
and some families, they've been waiting a long time,
Yeah.
right? Right. I also have just a couple of extras. It's a very shimmery aqua. It's
There's
beautiful.
a bit of a shine, like a pearl to it almost. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but just if you wanted a little shimmer to a project.
That's 18 a yard, and then there's a gold, kind of a burlap.
Yeah.
And then we'll throw in something that has nothing to do with either.
But we thought was cute.
Yeah, the little wiener dogs. We do have another print coming in this line with a blue background, but we thought that was really fun and cute. We got little writing on some of the bodies and the ears. So it's a fun print to have.
All right. Okay, we'll keep going on fabric.
Sure.
Okay. We have some exciting new fabric that came in that was a favorite for many people.
Oh, there you go.
But we have brought in Cape.
Yes. They're always fun because they're so bright and colorful.
And we were all, when they came in and we were unpackaging it, we were all commenting which one would we make skirts with.
Yeah.
A summer skirt.
Well, let's see if we actually do this or not. But
Yeah.
maybe one day you'll come in and we're all like wearing crazy skirts. They will be tasteful. So there's always lots of colors with Cave. And I'm sure some of you have made stuff out of Cave before, and there's a new opportunity to finish some of those projects or try something new. We've got a couple in the works. And Cave at our store is $19 a yard. Yeah, that one's fun.
This one's some fun summer fish.
Oh yeah, the fish.
That'd be a great beach wrap.
Yeah, we were
Very
talking about
swimsuit.
that. So we'll let you make that. You can
Model it? No, that won't happen.
Well, you can just,
The
that one looks
colors-
like a wallpaper.
Yeah, the colors are so vibrant. And there's so many colors if you can pick and choose which ones you kind of want to showcase and feature.
I really like that. Yeah, there's no shortage of color. Oh, beach bag. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Melanie says beach bag. Very good. Yeah, this one is, I think this was one of the contenders for a skirt. Yeah.
And this one's like feathers.
Placemats.
Okay, that's
Yeah, you can have
fun.
some fun on your
Yeah.
patio table outside.
This
Yeah.
one would be fun placemats. That's maybe one of my favorite.
Everyone has their different favorites. That's what's great about it.
And this is a great one for this time of year, irises.
Let's see. I want to open that one. Yeah. I think that's what we're craving. Lots of color. Because right now we're kind of in the brown season. We need some color. And is that it?
That is it, but we're also just reminding you, we do have the Cape flower head pins in this cute little decorative tin, and that's $14 for the pins. And then we do still have some umbrellas. Now they are going pretty quick, but if you walk into our store, we have a big umbrella display right now, and definitely these would come in handy these last few days with all this rain we've gotten, but we do have the Cave umbrellas still in stock.
Some people were wondering if we made the umbrellas. No, we did not.
No.
We will not be getting into umbrella making. Any
Not
wide
right now,
back
anyways.
Cave? I am imagining that we will be getting some, but that we'd have to check that with Cynthia. Yeah, because when you make some quilts, you need some Cave wide backs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably coming. We just haven't heard yet.
That's right. Oh, One Block Wonder would be another one. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she knows. She's been there. Oh, and then we need to talk about the kit behind us. Do you want to talk about that?
This one is called Wind Drifter. And we decided to do it kind of in the green teals with a pop of orange. And Tammy made this sample. And it is 65 inches by 65 inches. And it's 110 for this kit. And we haven't quilted it yet. So it's just the top that's done. But we couldn't wait to show you. So
We'll be sending that with Louise, and she can do her magic.
yeah. So that one's available also, and still lots of time to do some sewing before the really nice weather sets in. And so yeah, I think we've shown everything. Is there any questions that people have that we could maybe answer? And then we do have a few show and tells.
Oh yes, I almost forgot about that. Well, you go around, and then I'll see if there's any questions. If not, then we can show our show and tell, and that's always a fun part. I think we have quite a few. So there's Christine Miller, and that was fabulous. The quilting on that was very nice. I think each block was kind of custom. It was just, it showed really, really well. And that's always the thing, you know, they look so great in person. And there's Mary Crow. She was making some pandas for some little loved ones in her life. She was having a lot of fun with that. I think she's making several more. And that's the Elizabeth Hartman pattern. And there's Marlene. And these were
fabrics from Indonesia.
Indonesia.
And they were like a rayon or a polyester.
More of a poly cotton, I think she said.
She wasn't. It wasn't what she expected, but she sewed it together, and it's still a gorgeous quilt.
Yeah, and you can't see on the picture, but it had like a metallic sheen to it. Like the colors were vibrant. Like it showed very nice. Like you're just not quite getting it on the picture, but it was very beautiful. Oh, and there's her little granddaughter Claire, and she was out for a visit from Manitoba during her spring break, and picked out some stuff to make a pillowcase.
Yes, and Claire sewed these herself, so yeah.
So she was a delight to talk to in the store. And this is Sue's, I think it's called Farmer's Daughter.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This
tons
one
and tons.
Is, you have to see it in person. There was just so much to see in all those little blocks and tiny little pieces. It was amazing.
Tiny, tiny pieces. I sewed some tiny pieces last night, and yeah, I don't think I'll be making Farmer's Daughter, but gorgeous work, Sue. And then Margaret stopped in to get her quilt, and it was kind of a scrappy. She had like a focus feature in the middle, and it was beautiful. Very nice work. And she was happy with it. This is Lisa, and these are memory quilts that she made behind her of her late husband, and they just turned out really nice. She used the June Taylor quilt kits that we had.
The t-shirt.
Yeah, the t-shirt quilt kits. There we go. It's a lot to say. But she's very proud of herself, and we are too. And the name is not coming to me, and I'm sure Louise will tell me what it is. But this is a great little quilt, and I think this was for a little person. The colors were really fun, the yellows. And I think this is Anne, if I'm correct. I was in love with her little owl quilt. She had like the bigger polka dots for the body and then smaller polka dots for the belly. And they were just a lot of fun. She was picking a wide back for that. And she's from Sarnia. And I guess that's all our show and tell.
I did see one question, the price of the umbrellas.
The umbrellas are 42. Yeah. And I think I also saw the ruler. This one?
Yeah.
46 for the ruler.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, we hope you have a good day and, you know, get some fun time in, either some sewing or get outside for a walk before it rains. But we hope we'll see you soon.